Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with my Apollycon book haul. I got home from Apollycon yesterday. If you do not know, Apollycon is the huge, pretty much all romance book signing that Jennifer L. Armentrout puts on for her Titan series, Apollyon. I don't remember like what that series is called. I haven't read it, but Jennifer Armentrout puts it on, and it is an event that I went to last year and this year, and it's been in DC the past 3 years, I want to say. Maybe just the past 2. I don't remember, but it's going to be in DC again, and it is by far my favorite signing of all time because of the amount of authors that are there. It is insane. Now, last year was a bit of a hot mess, but this year was amazing. Like, I went with a few friends from Instagram, and we were shocked by how smoothly everything ran. I am a worrier. I stress out to no end. I was a mess last year, and this year I was so calm. I got to see everybody I wanted to within an hour and a half of each section, and you had 3 hours to see the authors. I got to see Elle Kennedy again. I loved seeing her. I also got to finally meet Jennifer Armentrout. I didn't have time last year, and I had way extra time this year. I got to see Serena Bowen. I got to see KK Allen. I got to meet Krista and Becca Ritchie. Like, there were amazing authors this year. Kristen Callahan and Christina Lauren and Sarah J. Maas. I got to meet her again. And so it was amazing. And every year they release the next year's list like the day after that Apollycon, and so I'm definitely going next year. Penelope Douglas will be there. J.R. Ward is the guest author, like special guest, and so I'm going next year. But I bought 7 books. I pre-ordered 4. I got some ARCs. So I have a stack to show you. First though, I want to share, they have a bunch of vendors there, and the Bookish box was there, and I walked by and I saw the Outlander necklace. I've been waiting for them to post on their website. This came in the Bookish box for, I want to say, March or February, and I messaged them. I was like, hey, are you going to post that like separately and sell in your shop? And all they said was, it's in the box, you can buy online now. I don't want the box. I just want my necklace. And they had it there, so I got to buy it there. It was $8. Didn't even have to pay shipping. So I'll show you. If you didn't tell, it's an Outlander necklace, and it's got the stones on it that she travels through. And if you're new here, hi, I'm obsessed with Outlander, so I'm excited to add that to my merch collection for Outlander. On Friday, I was invited to a Berkeley blogger event, which was super exciting, so I got to meet a ton of awesome bloggers and Instagrammers and the lovely publicist for Berkeley. And when you walked in, they gave you a bag full of 3 books, so I did get 3 new ARCs that I actually don't have. They were giving out some ARCs that I already do have, so I traded out some of them that I said I don't need duplicates of ARCs I already get. So I got the Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. And in this one, she is a single mom, and she works in a bookstore, and she loves reading, and the father she never knew unexpectedly dies, and she like all of a sudden has a ton of sisters and cousins and family members that live super close by that she never knew she had. So it sounds really fun. I don't know if there's a romance involved, but I like anything to do with bookish characters. Then I got Not the Girl You Marry by Andy J. Christopher. This author was actually there, but I didn't get to see her at Apollycon, and this one is a gender swapped How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. So he is trying to show he can be a serious journalist, and so he tries to write a piece of how to lose a girl. She is trying to prove to her boss that she can have feelings and stuff, and so obviously they both have a different agenda, and it's a romance, and it sounds so good. And my friend Lacey, who I went with, has never seen How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and I told her she needed to fix that ASAP because it's one of the best movies of all time. The last book I got was Milady by Laura L. Sullivan. Actually, I've never heard of this, but this is a retelling kind of the Three Musketeers. And so it is Milady de Winter, who is the arch nemesis of D'Artagnan. I love the Three Musketeers, the original movie with Charlie Sheen and Kiefer Sutherland, like classic. So I'm excited to read this. Then my friend Lacey had an extra copy of this book, so she went ahead and gave it to me, and that is Moonlight Sins by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I'm pretty sure that Nicolette from Falling Over Books really enjoys the series, and I think they have a paranormal spin to them. I could be totally wrong on that, but I'm excited to have this. I've heard good things. Then I got to see Serena Bowen, and I pre-ordered Overnight Sensation, and this is book 5 in the Brooklyn Bruiser series, but it's the second one that she self-published. So she has her original 3 that she published with Berkeley, and then this is the second one that she published by herself. And this is Castro's book, and I'm excited. I haven't read this. I completely missed the ARC sign up when that was happening, and so I'm glad that I pre-ordered it from her, and I did get it signed by her, and I got to meet her, so I'm excited. Then I got to meet Bibi Easton. I read 44 chapters about 4 men, and it's like kind of a memoir. I'm going to talk about that in my wrap up for March, but I was like fangirling over Ken, her husband, because he was the only part of her memoir thing that I liked. I hated every other relationship she had and was like, can we please get back to your relationship with Ken? So I bought Ken's book. She wrote a book about each guy in that memoir, so I don't believe these are memoirs. I think that these are like fake. And so since the other ones were total losers, like, and I don't know why she even dated them, but Ken was my favorite, so I decided to buy his book, and she signed it, I Love You More Than Ken Loves Math. And I love it when there's like a dark title page and they write in like silver Sharpie, and so she was super sweet. I'm super excited to have this. And like I said, Chris and Becca Ritchie were there, so I bought 4 of their books because their books are crazy expensive on Amazon, and she was selling all of these for $15 except for Long Way Down. I think Long Way Down was $20 because it's typically like $25 on Amazon. And so these 3 are the new covers, and so I do own Kiss the Sky and the old cover, and I might just buy the new cover of it to match these 3. These are the Calloway Sisters series, and so they like intermix with the Addicted series, but I love the spines together. They're so gorgeous. And then I also got Addicted for now because I've read this one but didn't own it. I had it on ebook when I think it was on 9-cent sale, and so now I have 4 of these, and I recently got another one, so I have 5. And then I own 4 already, so I'm getting close to owning the whole series. I just have to finish reading it. And like I said, I got to see Elle Kennedy, so I had pre-ordered The Risk, and this one just came out in paperback, and so this was my favorite in the Briar U series so far. I enjoyed The Chase, but I loved this book so much, and so of course she signed it for me, and I just love Elle so much. And this signing was like so much smoother that I'm pretty sure everybody got to meet her that wanted to, because last year was crazy and I don't think everybody got to meet her, because she is one of the most, her and Jennifer Armentrout have the longest lines at these signings, and so I'm glad I got this. And then I also just decided to go ahead, Lacey just he pushed me into buying this, and that is Stay by Serena Bono and Elle Kennedy. So I ran over to Serena's table and then got it signed by Elle as well. So both of them signed this for me, as well as my copies of Him and Us, which I'm really excited. I don't really remember a lot about these books. I do remember I read them before I read Him. So the first one is one of Jamie and Wes's sisters. I don't remember whose sister she is, but they were in it. And I just like the fact that there's dogs on the cover, and this Lacey likes better than the first one. I can't remember anything about them. I have to look back up. So I decided to buy the second one, and I love it. When I first arrived, I got to the bookstore and like really wanted to buy a book. I just wanted to, and the bookstore was so picked over. It opened Friday morning, and I got there at Friday at like 3, and there was like nothing good left, but I got the new cover of Obsidian by Jennifer Armentrout. They only had, this was the last copy there, and then they only had Opposition. They had like 5 or 6 copies left, but I haven't finished the series yet. I think I read the first 3, and both Lacey and Sarah both say that they didn't hate, but they didn't enjoy the last one as much, so I didn't want to buy the last one if like I'm not gonna like it. So I just got this cover, and I just like really love the colors. The spines all together are gorgeous, so I do want to end up buying them. And of course I ended up meeting her, so I got that signed as well. Then you all know I was not a huge fan of Sweet Evil by Wendy Higgins, if you saw me talk about that, and so I did get to meet her though, and I pre-ordered this book, which is Soul in Darkness. It is a new adult book, and Lacey read it and really loved it, so I'm really excited to read this. This is about Cupid and Psyche, so I don't know a lot about mythology, and I'm just gonna read this and not embarrass myself by trying to explain anything about it right now. Then I got to meet T.M. Frazier, and I was not planning on buying anything, but all of her books are $10 at her signings, so I had to buy Up in Smoke. I've already read it, but I own the rest of the series, so I might as well buy book 9, 8, I don't even know. But I really enjoyed this one, so I'm glad to have it, and it's signed, and her husband's adorable and gave me a sticker, so I'm happy I met her. It was amazing, and I gushed all to her about how amazing her books are, so I had to pick this up. And the last book I got was a pre-order from KK Allen, and I was so excited to meet her in person. She's the sweetest. I'm currently in the middle of reading Up in the Treehouse, and I'm really enjoying it. And so I pre-ordered Center of Gravity from her, and it is her dancing romance, and I don't know too much about it. I just know the main character is a dancer, and I think that she said this one was super popular of her recent releases, so I'm excited. And it is signed to me. Well, like, all these are signed to me, but like it also has one of those darker first pages, and she signed in a copper Sharpie. I'm just excited. Oh, that's cute. I love it when they do fun things at the top, so it's like a dance studio at the top of each chapter. That's super cute. I'm excited to read it, and I'm super excited to meet her, and it's just so fun. You talk to authors online, and getting to meet them and supporting them is just like the best feeling ever. So I got a lot of great books, not too many. My dad said that he's impressed that it's not that bad, because he asked how many I bought, and I was like, I only bought like 7, and then I had 4 pre-orders, and I brought home 3 more, so it's like 14 books. And he was like, oh, not bad. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. I did get swag from everybody too, so it was just a fun time. Let me know down below if you went to Apollycon, and if you saw me. I did see a lot of you, and that was really exciting. Thank you for coming up and saying hi to me. Sorry if I'm super awkward. I always think it's awkward saying hi to people I know online, but I've never talked to in real life. So if you ever see me, come say hi. I met a bunch of you, and it was really fun getting to meet you. So yeah, let me know if you went, what you bought, what you're excited for me that I bought. I would love to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.